We're back here on the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show. We're talking about an event that's coming up on the 31st of March. It is the community-wide summit on gender-based violence against all girls. And Valerie, let me come back to you. Where is this going to be? How do folks get involved? And do they have to pay?
Well,
that's a lot, I know.
Have to pay? No, it's free. And
okay.
There's breakfast and lunch.
Oh, okay.
That will be provided as well. It's at the Pittsburgh Theological Seminary in East Liberty of Pittsburgh on Highland Avenue, 616 North Highland Avenue. It's from 9 to 2.
Okay.
And it'll be consisting of 3 workshops of topics that we came up with through the Strategies for Change document. And I also wanted to share as well that we want men to come as well, because we want their input in the discussion, you know, and it's just not all women and girls. So we would like their input, and there are men that are abused as well.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
We've shared that, you know, quite a bit, and so we want to have that open, honest discussion, and it's not just all about this group, that group, or the next. It's about all of us inclusively together, so we can be open and honest about what's happening in our lives, so we can start to repair the damage and make things right for generations to come ahead of us. But we want to create something whereas each workshop feels something very important came out of that. Work on that, so when we have our summit for next year, it'll be a different topic, but we'll talk about the outcomes from this year's summit.
From this year, okay. And Lois, I mean, it's kind of interesting because we're talking about all this open dialogue, having these conversations, but let's be real. This is a subject that it's hard for people to talk about.
It's hard, and we want people, girls over the age of 12. We don't, because it is a really hard subject to talk about.
Okay.
So anybody over the age of 12, we really, and I just wanted to also say, I was just thinking, now I lost my train of thought, but anyway, I was thinking that in terms of when we talk about all women and girls, we're including transgender, we're talking about femmes, we're talking about lesbians or female identified people. And we're also, one of the workshops that we're going to be having, the 3 workshops, if I may. One is on the role of the family in the community, specifically or especially communities of faith, because we need to talk about that from the communities of faith perspective, about all women and all girls. The intimate partner violence, which takes in teen dating violence, domestic violence, violence against males, and also crimes against women and girls. Sex trafficking, which is a really, really hard topic. Sexual assault, murder, you know, all of that in terms of what really happens and how we as a community can come together with the different groups, because we all talk about these things, but we're not really coming together to, there's work being done, I think, with the gender equity and some other things that are happening, but this is a community discussion that we want to begin the discussion. We're bringing the police in because we're building the relationship between the community and the police. And the police have a lot to teach us, and about how we need to conduct ourselves to be healthy, to be safe.
To be safe. And Tammy's trying to jump in there.
You know, because I live in the community, but as a police detective, I'm part of the community.
Right.
You know, so we have to be in the classes. Well, there's 3 separate classes, three separate workshops. There will be police officers who are interested in each of the subjects being brought forward to answer questions. You will be surprised how in a small setting, people will start to talk. And so we're going to bounce off of that. You know, as far as we have where we're going to go over with the booklet, a set practice, but it's open discussion. So I really hope to have at least some solutions that we can put forward.
Okay.
It won't stop it immediately, but the first thing is talking about it.
Recognizing that it exists.
Absolutely.
And I just want to say, our document, Strategies for Change, Building More Peaceful Communities, it was written over a period of 10 years. We have 3 editions. And from everybody from the community contributed to the document, which contains 838 maybe more strategies and action points.
Now, can people get the document on the 31st?
We'll be able to get, we'll have the executive summary, which is available, because the document itself is thick. But you can go on, www.b-pep.net. bpep.net
Okay.
or www.coalitionagainstviolence, all one word, .net.
Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to tell them to come out on the 31st,
Yes.
and they can get all of that. And Valerie, we got about 30 seconds left. You do want people to register, though.
Yes, please register so we know how much food they have and we can have accommodations for everyone. And we would just want everyone to just please come. And if you know someone at last minute, just bring them, even if they didn't register.
Drag them along. There'll always be an
Right.
extra
That's
cookie.
right.
Absolutely.
And eventbrite.com is the best place to do that.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
ladies,
Very
thanks so
much.
much. Lots of good
you.
information.
Yes.
Again, we got to start the dialogue. And-
Absolutely.
And you're so right. Sometimes you get in there and you realize I'm not by myself, and then
Yes.
you are.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
I'm
Thank you.
excited.
Thanks for doing what you do. Now,
you.
we mentioned eventbrite.com, but you know what? You can always go to our website, kdka.com. Links and numbers will take you right to eventbrite.com for that information. In the meantime, I'm Lynne Hayes-Freeland. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a safe and pleasant week. We'll see you next week.